Naruto, 10 Most Brutal Betrayals, Ranked. Part of being a shinobi is knowing who to trust. But oftentimes, the most brutal betrayals come from the ones you trust most. Naruto is filled with betrayals throughout the run of the manga. And it is a theme that Kishimoto has often used to make the story more gripping. While some betrayals don't make much sense and are there just for the sake of shock value, others play out in a manner where they seem like the only outcome possible. Unsurprisingly, most betrayals in Naruto manage to get the fans hooked on the story. From a multitude of betrayals, certain ones were truly brutal in nature and have thus left a deep impact on the fans. 10. The Hidden Sand Village's attack on Konohagakure during the Chunin exams. During the Chunin exams held in Naruto, all the shinobi villages sent their genin to Konohagakure, and this included those of the Hidden Sand Village and the Sound Village. In an unexpected turn of events, Sunagakure announced their decision to attack the village and destroy it from within, and they did so by joining forces with Orochimaru. Although their attempt failed, Konoha paid a huge price for this attack. 9. Orochimaru's betrayal of his teacher, his idol, Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage. Orochimaru was one of the students of Hiruzen back in the day, along with Jiraiya and Tsunade. Although problematic to some extent during his childhood, Hiruzen held him in high regard and considered him skilled enough to become Hokage one day. However, since Orochimaru was obsessed with power and his vile ideologies, he betrayed Hiruzen after murdering tons of people and abandoned. 8. Nagato Uzumaki Konan's betrayal of their teacher, Jiraiya. Nagato, Konan, and Yahiko were war orphans in Amigakure during the Second Great Ninja War. Taking notice of them, Jiraiya decided to train them and teach them to fight for what's right. The three formed an organization called the Akatsuki that fought for peace across Amigakure, that is, until Yahiko was killed. His death made Nagato and Konan stray from their path and resort to violence and barbarism to achieve their goals. They even ended up murdering their own teacher, Jiraiya, in cold blood without any regrets. 7. Madara Uchiha's betrayal of Hashirama Senju, the dream they dreamt together. Madara and Hashirama were childhood friends who dreamt of an age of peace and wanted to stop the death of innocent children on the battlefield. Through their immense hard work, they achieved this goal by creating Konohagakure. However, Madara soon turned on Hashirama as the latter was made the Hokage of the village and everyone seemed to favor him. The Senju's overgrowing influence made Madara distrust Hashirama, leave the village, and fight his friend in an attempt to destroy what they had built together. 6. Sasuke Uchiha abandoning Team 7 to seek power from Orochimaru. Sasuke's early life was quite a traumatic experience for him as he had to witness his entire clan get murdered and was the last surviving Uchiha in Konoha. His reason for living was to kill his brother and avenge his clan, but he found a family in Team 7 later on. Unfortunately, Sasuke's hatred for Itachi and his need for revenge made him betray Team 7 and Konohagakure and instead join Orochimaru in search of power, severing every bond he ever made in the process. 5. Zetsu's betrayal of Madara Uchiha's plans in the Fourth Great Ninja War. Black Zetsu was one of the members of the Akatsuki and was said to have been the will incarnate of Madara Uchiha. He did everything he could to make Madara's dreams come true, only to betray him at the very last minute. Zetsu revealed himself to be working towards the goal of Kagaya Otsutsuki all along, shattering all of Madara's dreams in the process. 4. Obito Uchiha's betrayal of Kakashi Hatake after the Third Great Ninja War. Obito was thought to have died during the Third Great Ninja War inside a cave where he was crushed by a boulder. After being saved by Madara, Obito attempted to see his friends again, but the horror brought upon him by witnessing Rin's death at Kakashi's hands made him consider betraying the village and joining Madara. Despite knowing Kakashi couldn't do anything to prevent Rin's death and that it hurt him just as much, Obito showed no sign of care. Overwhelmed by his emotions, he went on to become a major antagonist of the story. 3. Madara Uchiha using Obito as a pawn, betraying him at the end. The man responsible for saving Obito, Madara Uchiha, painted a world of dreams for him to get him to work towards his cause. Although Obito believed that Madara truly wanted the things he did, the truth was revealed in a shocking turn of events when Madara confessed to playing a role in Rin's death. He was also the one responsible for turning her into a Jinchuriki and thus completely ruined her life. Obito was betrayed by Madara in a horrific manner. 2. Obito Uchiha's betrayal of his sensei Minato Namikaze. Obito was a member of Team Minato, along with Rin and Kakashi. Just like his sensei, Obito dreamt of becoming Hokage one day and being a respectable figure in the village. He looked up to Minato a lot, however, after Rin's death, all that changed. Obito openly attacked Konohagakure and engaged Minato in combat. What's worse is that this led to the death of Kushina Uzumaki. And eventually, Minato himself. Undoubtedly, Obito's betrayal remains to be one of the most brutal ones in the series. 1. Itachi betraying his clan, killing them all. Itachi Uchiha had some terrible decisions to make in his life, but he was a shinobi loyal to Konohagakure right to his last breath. When the Uchiha wanted to revolt for being mistreated, Itachi was given the option to fight with the clan, or to kill them all and protect his brother. Choosing his brother, Itachi betrayed all the other members of his clan, including his parents and friends, and bore the burden of the village on his shoulders. Regardless of whether what he did was right or wrong, Itachi's betrayal is up there with the most brutal ones in fiction.